Hello and welcome to my third blog post. It's been a little over a week since the last one, but so much has gone on since then, so I'll have a good update. Right now, I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at. This is like where I come if I need like a good place to chill and just a place to get away from everything. We have this huge clock tower on campus. It's really beautiful and it's just an easy elevator ride up. And right now it's under construction, so it doesn't look as pretty as it usually does, but it's usually looks like a beautiful little sanctuary. So this is just around here, but like it's not necessarily the inner workings of it, but I just want to show you outside what the view looks like. I don't know if you can see it, but that over there, after being this campus is surrounded by a forest, and after the forest is the Bosphorus and the Black Sea. So you can see it all the way back there in the distance. I hope you can see it at least. And so that's just a really relaxing sight to look out to when you come up here, and I really love it. There's usually like nobody that comes up here because it's a little bit out of the way, but that just adds to the niceness, I guess, of this place. And so I've gotten a few suggestions. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who's watched these videos so far. It's been a real blessing to see. Like, I've gotten about 150 views on my other video, and I just didn't think that many people would have like taken interest. And it really really means a lot to me, and your comments mean a lot to me, and your suggestions. And that's why I'm going to be taking a few of your suggestions. And so I want to teach every video from now. I'm going to teach one or two Turkish words, since I am in Turkey and I want to share what some of the culture and some of the words from the country that I'm staying in. So the first word is just one that you'll pick up if you come to Turkey. Anyone does. It's just merhaba, which is close to the word marhaba in Arabic. And merhaba is just a greeting that everyone gives each other when they see each other. It's just initially like instead of saying hello, you say merhaba. And and the response is also just merhaba. So it's very easy, and hopefully if you have any suggestions as to different phrases you'd like to learn or different things you think might be interesting, please let me know so I can include it in my next video. Since the last video, I did go to Ankara, and I'm actually going again this weekend. I went to Ankara 2 weekends ago, and I went and it was really awesome. I got to go to the parliament, and I got to see where all the different parties go and sit and have debates. And I actually went to the two different parties' headquarters. There's two main parties here in Turkey, the AKP and the CHP. I mean, there are a lot of other different little parties, but just they're not as strong or as big as these two big parties. And I went to both of their headquarters and met with each of, I met with representatives from each of the parties, and it was really great to sit down with them. I got to do that because my mom's a friend from high school and from university lives in Ankara and actually works for the CHP, and it's a part of that political process. And he introduced me not only to people from his political party, but to people on the other side, which was a really great experience. And so I stayed there and I saw Ankara, and Ankara is just it's a really great city. It's not like Istanbul at all. It's very calm, very livable. Like, Istanbul is beautiful. It has beautiful surroundings and landscapes and what they call manzara, or things that like you can look out to and really appreciate naturally. But that's not so much existent in Ankara, but it is like the traffic is better. It's just a little bit more easy living there, and the way I got there was by bus, because the bus system here in Turkey is actually like the plane system in the United States, where it's just like very efficient, very fast, affordable, and it goes everywhere all the time. So a lot of Turks, when they're traveling to different parts of Turkey, they don't take planes, they usually take buses, because it's just as effective and fast and affordable as planes. So, and then the following weekend, I was supposed to go to Izmir, but those plans didn't work out. So I ended up just staying around Istanbul. I visited my aunt who lives in Tuzla, and which is in Istanbul. And you would think, in Istanbul it's kind of manageable to go and visit other people in Istanbul, but Istanbul is such a vast, huge, huge metropolitan city, and to go from one side to the other it took me about 2.5 to 3 hours, and that was not with including traffic, because that day actually there was like torrential rains. It looked like it was a monsoon or a hurricane outside, but I still ended up going. And but I'm glad I went. I live on the European side and she lives on the Asian side, so I went all the way there and I visited her and saw my cousins, and that was really great. It's always really great to have context in the place that you're living. Um, I know that it might not be an option for everyone, but if you don't, I would suggest, like when you are in the country, um, not only make friends with the people that are in your program, which is great, but also people that are outside of it, so you can get a real feel for the country that you're living in. And for me, thankfully, I have family, and I also have friends that I've made in the States that also live here or have family here, and they've been very, very welcoming as well. And then, so I visited her, and I also went to Bursa. And Bursa is known for its big mountain, the Uludağ. Da means mountain, and also just for like different textiles there. But the main reason I went there was because there was this great game going on, the Bursaspor versus Fenerbahce game. And Bursaspor is actually number 1 in the league. And if I'm not mistaken, the final game was between Bursaspor and Fenerbahce last year, and Bursaspor took it. So it was kind of like a tense game to begin with. And so we went, and even though I'm a Fenerbahce fan, I had to sit on the Bursaspor side because I was in Bursa, and there's a lot of tensions. And there was only one area for the Fenerbahce fans, and it was like a small section that had nets over it and fences. And I was like, I know that soccer games can get intense, but I didn't know that you would need a net over the area that was the opposing team. Well, Fenerbahce scored the first goal, and then like I don't even know, maybe 100 Bursaspor fans rushed towards the Fenerbahce fans, kicked down the fence, like tore down the net, and started like attacking the Fenerbahce fans. And the police came in with like tear gas and rubber bullets, and it looked like it was going to get ugly for a second, but everything calmed down. And then Bursaspor scored a goal, and it ended up being 1-1. So things didn't get too crazy, but it was still a great experience to be like there doing the chants and doing a lot of great things, and the people that I went with were really great. So I'm really happy that I got to experience that, and hopefully I really want to go to another game at the Fenerbahce Stadium here in Istanbul where I can actually stay on the Fenerbahce side. And it's already at 8 minutes. I don't want to make this any longer than it needs to be. But yeah, so my advice and my travel tip for today is that you should really try to, like, whatever sport is very popular in your country, whether the country that you're visiting, whether it's most likely going to be soccer, but if it's not, whether it's cricket, whether it's basketball, whether it's anything, hockey, try and go to a game, because I feel like you can get a really good cultural feel for like the country when you go to a game. You can really see what makes people impassioned there. So that's it for now. And if you have any more questions or comments or things I can add, that'd be really great. And thank you so much for watching and listening. I really, really do appreciate it. Ciao for now.